Welcome back to part 3 of Hogwarts Legacy. Today, we're gonna go to our charms class with Professor Ronan. Let's begin.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Let's go learn this new spell. I'm super hyped. Accio it is. Looks like we're gonna trace the spell cast just like the other one that we did in Defense Against the Dark Arts, and we'll learn how to pull objects towards us. Let's get it.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Accio. Very good. Stay focused. Splendid! That's it! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. There we go.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Excellent.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
Oh dear.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. Yes!
Accio.
Splendid!
Here we go. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Nicely done. Be sharp. There we go.
Not to worry. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. but it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alright, that was our first charms class, and we learned Accio. That was a cool mini game we played, and I'm sure I'll be putting in a lot of time playing that throughout the game. That was really fun. And we got to meet Professor Ronan, and we got to meet Natty from our house, Gryffindor, so sure we'll be seeing them a lot throughout the game. Alright, we got some side quests available for us now, marked with the symbols over there and the flag, so I think we'll talk to Lucan Brattleby, and I think we'll try join the dueling club. Looks like it's in the South Wing Tower, and it's pretty close to one of the flue flames we found, so I think we'll just fast travel there real quick, and we'll mosey our way down to the side quest. Let's get it. So our flue flame location was the Gryffindor common room, so looks like as long as we mark and track our quests, we can just follow the yellow dots towards our goal in this game, so that's really cool. I think it's really easy to navigate throughout the castle, and the flue flames are super helpful, and we cast our Revelio, so looks like we got an illustrious cloak, so that's pretty solid. I hope there's a lot of customization that we can have. That'll be really cool throughout the game. Looks like we got another field guide page. You can tell, especially when it has the glimmer. So, got the map of Argyllshire, part of our guide maps, and you can pause and read. Alright, we'll continue on. So far, I've been really impressed by how immersive the game is, and just exploring the castle is super cool. Like, let's take out this scenery right here. Got that tower over there, over the mountains, and just the details of the castle, you know, the material and its weathering through the weather's kind of cool. So Looks like we got another Flue
Lucan's
Flame
just
Clock
over there.
Tower courtyard this time, so I think if I'm not doing any missions, it'll be important for me to unlock as many Flue Flames as I can. I'm not sure what that statue is, but looks like our mission is right next to us. And just look at the clock tower, man. Just the window over there, and
Can I help you?
that
Can I help
armor's pretty wild. So we'll talk to Lucan and see
Sebastian
what's
told
up.
me to see you about a club.
you? If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Nice, we got like a underground dueling club ran by the students and for the students, so looks like we can break shields with same color coordinated spells, so that's something to really take into account. And target lock, pretty simple controls, pretty standard. So let's defeat Lawrence Davies with our friend Bastian Sallow. Let's go, Axel Hammer. That's what your namesake's about. So right now I'm targeted towards Lawrence and making quick work of him. And let's take out Astoria Cricket now. Let's get it. Let's get it. And there we go. Just like that, we get a dub.
I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
So that was our first experience called Crossed Wands, and it's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Good way to get XP, it looks like. Easy way to level up. So it looks like we have 2 missions available, a side quest and a main story quest. And so we unlocked the Flue Flames in all of the South Tower, so we'll go check out the next side quest and then we'll carry on with the next mission. And looks like the chests are a good source of coins, but this early in the game we already know 3 spells. We know Lumos, the light spell up top. We know Levioso,
I
the
really
carrying
have made a
one,
mess of
and we got
things.
Accio. So let's talk to Cressida.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Armite told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Alright, so let's help out our classmate Cressida and, maybe cause a little bit of mischief in the library. Use some magic that we're not supposed to that might irritate the librarian, but let's check it out. So I guess in the mini-map, it's all in this purple area, and we see one there, so let's try cast Accio on it, and let's get it.
Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Alright, had to cut there, because kind of lost track where everything was, but this is the restricted area with the lock, so all these books are around here somewhere, so let's cast Revelio, and gotta find 5 books for her, and we found 1, so pretty cool to see the library. Looks like your typical library. Looks different from the movies, because I know they only zeroed in on certain aspects of it, so it's kind of cool to get to see the entire layout. I remember this part in Goblet of Fire, studying in one of these chairs before the water mission, the second trial. And there we go, we get another one. Number 2.
Revelio.
I wonder if some of our classes will require us to research some books in the library, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not this room's very critical. And we find another chest right here, and we got another book. Got another one located, so let's get it in our sights and let's get Revelio. But got another one of these butterfly challenges, so
Lumos.
let's check it out. Lumos. Okay, that's on the other side. That's on the 2nd floor. We saw that painting a little earlier, so let's go find that butterfly around the painting. But first, let's try get this book, and I'm having trouble aiming, but there we go. We got Accio, and that is book number 2, 3. Oh, perfect. 2 and 3, just right next to each other. That's nice. I mean, if you love books, as a Hogwarts student, this is the place that you'll be. I'm sure Hermione spent a lot of time in the library throughout the series and throughout her schooling. And so, the butterfly should be around here. I didn't see where the butterfly was, but I saw and recognized the painting, so I figured maybe casting Lumos would help me identify where I had to go. And it looks like I'm going the totally opposite direction, so let me cut it and we'll bring the butterfly back to the painting. Alright, there we go. I don't know why I went the totally opposite direction, but we're back on track, and I know that we go all the way and turn right, and the painting's right there. So let's uncast Lumos and let the butterfly go back to the right position. And we got another field page and hopefully XP, so that's really nice, really nice. It looks like we're 6 out of 8 in terms of our milestones in that category. And now let's go find 2 more books of Cressida. And that character kind of reminds me of this version's Hermione. And I figured this would be another field guide page, so just pause if you want to read it and we'll continue on. Yeah, I'm just so excited and very happy with the game so far. Something that I only found out about maybe a year or two ago. But once I heard that it was coming out, you know, I was super excited. So I wish the game came out sooner, but if they fixed everything, and so far the game's been running pretty smoothly, no game breaking bugs, I'm totally fine with the delay, because I know games recently release unfinished games because, you know, the production team and the publishers can be on different pages sometimes. And got another page, so from Professor Black, the librarian, writing a letter to ban magic. That's pretty funny. I mean, I'm sure if I'm a librarian, I'd probably want that too. But, you know, as a student, I want all the magic, you know. I think if I went to Hogwarts, I'd be like Seamus and try turn my water into rum and cause mischief, and having some of my magic backfire on me. And got our final page right here, final book flying around, and that's the second time I missed. So I guess that's one thing that I can improve on, some of my aiming mechanics. And I guess this is part of her diary that she didn't want us to read, but, you know, just pause if you want to read and we'll continue on. I see how the game will make players fill in the gap and spend more time throughout the world doing these little side quests for characters like our classmates, and, you know, do little quests like finding books in the library.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Okay, I see our options. We can be a little mischievous, but we'll just give it to her. We'll be nice.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Alright, so the conclusion of that little side quest, I think we'll continue on with the main story. So let's go over to the yellow marker and press on. Alright, looks like we gotta talk to Professor Weasley and just update her about our first day of school. So let's meet her in the Transfiguration classroom. So I'm guessing that's what she teaches, just similarly to McGonagall in the original series. So let's go update her and let's see what's up. I think this is a courtyard I remember in the Goblet of Fire where Mad Eye makes Malfoy into a pet or something. So we're here now, and let's begin the quest.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright, so we chose to go with Sebastian and reported to Professor Weasley what we had to do, so let's go talk to Professor Ronan real quick. And then we'll learn how to repair things. Another spell, so we're gonna learn 4 spells in the matter of the first couple hours of the game. That's super cool.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Alright, so we gotta complete a couple tasks before Professor Ronan will teach us the spell. So,
This is the
got
right
a broken
area.
statue right here.
Wonder where the flying page is.
And we got one of the papers, and I completely miss with the Accio right there. Dang, that's something that I need to improve on, huh? Part 1 of 2 of the task. So
page
now
must be
we
around
just
here
gotta
somewhere.
collect another flying page here in this tower. So, oh, there it is, right on top of us. So let's go chase it down. And we got it. And we're already level 5. That's impressive. That's impressive. We're leveling up quite quickly. And let's go talk to Professor Ronan and learn that spell. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
I kind of like this little mini game, so to speak, when learning new spells. So, Reparo's kind of one that goes into a loop. I don't know why my cursor's doing that, but no problem. And just like that, we learned Reparo. It's awesome. If you ever need a handyman, you know, call my guy. Call my guy. He can repair things in an instant.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Simple enough with the task, Professor Ronan. Thank you very much. And, you know, let's go fix that statue that we passed by to collect one of those pages. Should be pretty fun and simple.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Alright, let's go talk to Sebastian and venture our way out of Hogwarts and into other parts of the world. And it looks like this time we're gonna go visit the little town next to the castle called Hogsmeade. You might have heard it. You might have heard it. Now check out these little mermaid sirens floating around in the statue with our magic. I kind of wonder how long it takes some of these program and developers to, you know, make some of these assets in the game, like some of these statues or some of the light fixtures, and how long it takes and how many people it takes. But we're here now, so let's go talk to Sebastian.
Fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
There we go, we got our Quidditch pitch right there. I wonder if they'll bring it out as DLC or something, because you can't have the magic world and not have Quidditch,
I was
right?
glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
I know Quidditch can entirely be its own game in and of itself. I remember seeing the Quidditch World Cup game on the PS2 and the GameCube and stuff back in the day. Never played it, but I always saw the cover, so it would be a missed opportunity otherwise if they don't add it later on in the game. The stadium looks so well built from the outside, though. It's incredible to see. I wonder if we can later go explore inside the stadium, because I think that'd be really cool. And I'm just amazed by how beautiful this world looks and how certain elements of the castle are.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
There we go, another Floo Flame location. And I'm just curious to know how big this map is gonna be, because there's so much around Hogwarts that they can explore. And I'm curious to see how much of it they'll bring into the game. Now, if you guys lived in this magical world and we're gonna play Quidditch, What position would you guys want to play?
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to make potions too, so if we come by some of these materials, I think we should get it. So let's pick up this trove of lacewing flies over here, and let's continue on our way to Hogsmeade. You guys had a lot of free time in this world? You guys think you'd go to Hogsmeade quite a lot? Because it actually seems like a pretty far distance to go one way.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
I wonder if we can go to all the places we can see with our eyes, because I know that was a selling point for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild back in the day, so who knows, we might be able to go to that mountain over there. But I think we see the bridge from the Hogwarts Express, so that's kind of cool in the distance.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
There we go, we get to see Thestrals fully now, because we witnessed that dragon and our carriage ride, and we know the fate of our friend from the ministry that Professor Fig was talking about, so I wonder if we can tame Thestrals. That'd be pretty cool.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
The scenery in and around Hogwarts is beautiful. I'm curious to see how the graphics will compare with the PS4 and the Xbox One. I'm playing on the PlayStation 5 right now, so it'll be interesting to see how those versions get ported over.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Hogsmeade looks so good. Better than I could ever imagine. It looks just like the ones in the movie. I'm curious to see what parts of the town we can explore throughout the game. That'll be interesting to see. I know the PS5 is supposed to have a quest, so we'll check it out later.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Alright, so this is the map of Hogsmeade. We got Ollivanders and some wizard cosmetic and potion shops, so gotta visit Tomes and Scrolls, Ollivanders, J. Pippin's Potions, and the Magic Neep. So looks like Ollivander's right here, so let's go check it out. Let's go get our very own wand. Because I know Professor Fig just gave us a temporary one.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Alright, let's see what wand chooses us. Let's see our options. Got a hornbeam unicorn hair one. But looks like we can customize it, so that's really cool. So I'll customize it, check it out real quick, and we'll see our final result. So this is the style I chose. I chose a black redwood with a phoenix feather, 11.5 inches. Pretty cool.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Let's go check out this scroll shop because it's the closest one to Ollivander's. That was awesome how we got to customize our own wand. I'm so hyped about that and can't wait to unlock the potential of its powers. Now let's go talk to this guy, Thomas Brown.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Alright, we got what we needed, so let's check out the next place. Kind of want to check out the Quidditch shop because it's right there, so let's see what brooms are available. Dang, it's locked, so I guess we'll have to check it out some other time. Let's go finishing up collecting all our supplies, so let's go ahead to J. Pippin's Potions. But so far, Hogsmeade is a pretty big village, and we can explore it way more than we ever could throughout the books or even in the movies. And you got some names from the past like Zonko, so let's go to this potion shop and let's go collect our school supply. Let's check it out.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect, You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
Pretty simple enough. We got another field guide page. J. Pippin's Potions, established in 1753. Apothecary in Hogsmeade, where proprietor Perry Pippin sells a wide variety of potions and their ingredients. Alright, let's continue on. We got one more thing we gotta visit in Hogsmeade for our supplies, and it is the Magic Neep. So let's head there next. Just set the way for us to go to the Magic Neep, so let's check it out. Wonder what they sell, but looks like we can make potions now, so that'll come in handy. And it looks like the Wigan Weld potions for our health, so that'll be important for us to be able to craft. So let's go talk to Timothy Teasdale.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Let's cast Revelio real quick. I see a field guide page right here. So we got the Magic Neep cart. Looks like we got all our supplies, so let's head back. Alright. Says, let's go meet Sebastian at the town circle. Let's go do that. Let's collect another guide, and we got 3 of 8 in Hogsmeade. So pretty good. Heading towards that collection right now. And just incredible to see how lively the town of Hogsmeade is, and all the hustle and bustle and all the shops we got here. Pretty cool. Really impressed with how the game made Hogsmeade so far. Just Hogwarts Castle in general, so very cool to see those iconic landmarks from the Harry Potter series come to life in this iteration.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Looks like we got a brand new big boss, so we gotta fight these armored trolls that have been fighting around in Hogsmeade. So already did some good damage towards them, so let's take them out with Sebastian. And look at that, we're already halfway there, and we see Sebastian get smacked right there, but he gets right back up. And so let's throw these barrels and objects at him, and let's take out this armored troll. This is such a cool boss fight to see. Kind of reminds me of really the Dark Souls series. It's reminiscent of that mechanic.
A few more hits should do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Looks like the good guys saved the day. And saved Hogsmeade.
Hello there. A moment if you would.
Reparo, I'll go and see what he wants.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Alright, gotta clean the town up now and make sure we recover from the troll.
Revelio.
Let's collect this field guide page. Got Glad Rags Wizard Wear. And we can move on and see what we gotta do next. Continue to clean up the town.
Reparo.
That was a crazy repair right there. We just fixed the entire building. That's insane. That just goes to show how powerful our magic is, huh? Let's go fix the town as much as we can. So let's repair this statue right here. And looks like we got 3 more to do. I see a flying paper right there that we can get. We'll do Reparo real quick. Fix the 5th. And let's go chase this page out. Use Accio. Got it in our sights. And we got it. And it says we abandoned Sebastian. So we gotta get back in the zone. We got 2 more to prepare. So
Reparo.
got a lot of stuff still to do to fix Hogsmeade. Alright, here we go. We got our last one to fix. And just like that, Hogsmeade is as good as ever, but we knock it down. But it don't matter, because we video game registered that we fixed it. But, you know, we'll do our good service and we'll do it again. Now let's go to the shopkeeper.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's Wizardwear, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Alright, looks like we got our Hogwarts school robe, so let's go and equip it. Pretty cool. So I guess this is where we got some of our pre-ordered gear. If you pre-ordered the game, I remember there was some of the dark arts gear that you could get. But we'll just stick with the robes we have and we'll continue on with our journey. But that was an incredible sequence in which we fought the trolls.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The Three Broomsticks is just this way.
Inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your...
Alright, let's do a little more exploring throughout the shop. Looks like we got another field guide page, so let's check it out real quick. We got a sneakoscope. Pretty cool gadget we found, so now let's get out of this shop if we can. Because it doesn't look like we can open that chest, so let's go follow Sebastian to the Three Broomsticks and let's continue on with the main mission. Pretty cool bags and mannequins we can find here. Get a scarf right here. Animated mannequins right here. Let's go explore outside. Get this bag of coin. Got 24 coins, so that'll help us out in the future. And I think it's time to go meet Sebastian outside. Let's see what he has in store for us.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, we might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
That was kind of intense. We got to see the Dark Wizard Rookwood, and we also got to see the Goblin Ranrock, who hates wizard kind. So, pretty cool foreshadowing right there of the story. So let's go check it out. Let's explore a little more the Three Broomsticks. Pretty important store in the Harry Potter series as well, and it looks to be one of the most important hubs in this game as well. So we got a bag. This is why we like to check out some stuff in the corners in this game, because you never know where you're gonna find some gear like that. Got another daring cloak, so I'm curious to see
Revelio.
how much stuff we can carry, because I'm sure that'll be an element of the game that will be handicapped or you have to start to unlock. So let's go talk to Sebastian. You know, we went out the side entrance, but he's waiting for us out front.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
That could have been a very dangerous encounter, but the shopkeeper for the Three Broomsticks was super nice and allowed us to be safe against some of the bad guys. So let's apparate back to Gryffindor Tower. Let's do it. Alright, so that was a very, very exciting aspect of the game that we just played through. We got to go to class, learn some new charms and some new wizarding games, and we went to Hogsmeade, explored a little bit outside the castle, and we defended Hogsmeade, so that was really cool to see. So we'll read this owl post real quick from Professor Fig. We'll see what he has to say. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. So we'll save that for next time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.